smarter and healthier aging. Subscribe and share.
Are you tired of all the noise and confusion around intermittent fasting? Yeah, me too. So let's just cut straight to it with a super simple guide to get you started the right way. If you're even a little curious, you are in exactly the right place.
So we've broken this down into 5 easy stages. First, we'll help you pick a style. Then we'll cover the rules for your fasting and eating windows, tackle some common questions, and then wrap it all up with a really handy checklist. Simple as that.
Okay, let's dive right in. The very first thing we have to do is find a fasting style that actually fits your life. The secret here is picking a schedule you can stick with, not one you have to fight against every single day.
So, you've probably heard about all these different fasting methods out there, right? The big question is, how in the world do you choose the right one for you?
Well, as you can see, the options are pretty straightforward. That 12-12 method, that's the perfect place to start if you're a beginner. 12 hours of fasting, 12 hours of eating. It's a really gentle way to ease your body into it. The 16-8 is probably the most popular one, and for good reason. It's super effective once you get the hang of things. And the warrior method, honestly, that's for the pros. So let's just put that one on the back burner for now.
All right, so you've got your style picked out. Now, let's get into what is probably the most critical part, navigating your fasting window. Seriously, getting this part right is everything. This has got to be the #1 question everybody asks when they start. So what can you actually have during your fast that won't, break it? Here it is, the golden rule. 0 calories. That's the name of the game. So things like plain water, a little lemon water, herbal teas, even a bit of black coffee, they all get a big thumbs up. But the second you add milk or sugar or you drink something with natural sugars like juice, yep, you've officially broken your fast. Now here's a little pro tip that makes this whole thing feel almost effortless. Just start your fast after dinner. Why? Because you'll sleep through most of the fasting hours. It also kind of tells your brain, hey, the kitchen is closed for business. It's such a simple little trick, but trust me, it makes a huge difference.
Okay, next up, exercise. This is another really big one. Can you keep up your fitness routine, or are you just going to feel totally wiped out?
The key word here is balance. Light stuff like walking or stretching is perfectly fine. In fact, it's actually encouraged. But you really want to avoid the super intense workouts, like heavy weightlifting or high-intensity cardio. Your body just doesn't have the fuel it needs to recover from that kind of stress, and you might actually end up losing muscle.
And speaking of fuel, let's talk about what happens when it's finally time to eat. You made it through the fast? Awesome. But mastering your eating window is just as important if you want to see real results.
Just think of it in 3 easy steps. 1, break your fast gently. Start with something light, like a soup or a salad, to kind of wake up your digestive system. 2, and this is a big one, don't go crazy and overeat. It's so tempting, I know, but that totally defeats the purpose. And 3, plan ahead. Have some healthy meals ready to go so you don't just grab the first junk food you see. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to tackle some of the most common questions and little roadblocks that pop up when you're just starting out. It's super common to feel a little off at the beginning. So what do you do if you start feeling weak or you get one of those annoying hunger headaches?
First of all, don't panic. This is completely normal. It's just a sign your body is adapting. The #1 thing you can do is hydrate, so keep sipping on those 0-calorie drinks. And if it feels like it's too much, too soon, just go back to that easy 12-12 schedule for a while. The main thing is to be patient with yourself. Your body will catch up.
Now for a really important question. What about medication? This is definitely something you need to get right to stay safe and healthy.
So, the general rule of thumb is pretty simple. If your medicine says take on an empty stomach, you're probably okay during your fast. If it says take with food, you absolutely have to wait for your eating window. But, and listen up because this is the most important part. If you're on any kind of medication, if you are pregnant, or if you have any health condition, you must talk to your doctor before you even think about starting. This part is 100% non-negotiable.
And here's one last pro tip that so many people forget. It's not just about food. If you want the best results, you've got to get good quality sleep and manage your stress. Being super stressed and not sleeping well can totally sabotage all your hard work, no matter how perfect your fasting schedule is.
Okay, let's bring it all home. We're going to put everything we just talked about into one simple final checklist to get you started off on the right foot.
So just think of this as your cheat sheet for success. The core rules are really simple. Do pick a window that works for you and stay hydrated. Do break your fast gently and plan your meals.
And on the other side, don't drink calories during your fast or go too hard at the gym. Don't binge when it's time to eat. And the golden rule, don't forget to check with your doctor if you have any health stuff to consider.
And that's a wrap. We've gone through the different methods, the all-important rules, and the pro tips. You basically have the complete starter guide right here. So really, the only question...
Subscribe to my channel for simple, science-backed health tips. No calories, just smart hydration and portion control.